More weeks, more fixes, and more reasons to visit the Eververse store, especially after acquiring some raid exotics and maybe wanting the, special ornament for it. That being said, on the front page, there's a few other things. And now, one thing, the items that we may have missed, they start to bring this up, is the Return to the Tower pack, which is kind of, well, if they would let me view it. Now, this is a few things from past seasons, like a special Sparrow from Season Splicer, the Celestial Shell from Season the Chosen, and the special Smallin thing, which I believe only showed up initially. If I recall from actually buying the Smallin, I forget if this was an ornament that was or an emote that was available to the public. But as well, it is a silver bundle. It is discounted, I think, just because I have it is two of these things. So yeah, it's discounted based on how many you already have, but at the same time, there is a few other things they do say. But Into the Bright Dust, Trinity, which is a shader I remember advocating for before, thinking that it looked really good on my Titan, but for some reason, apparently I never bought it. So I guess I'm going to buy it now, just to be sure. As well, more transmat effects, the Catch Flight entrance, which does look pretty cool as a transmat, but, I have other things that I like better. Saints Invocation, a ship, which is all the way back from Season of Dawn, which is supposed to be a new generation Saint 14 ship, which I think really just went with the seasonal, theme, because, Season of Saint. As well, Winning Streak, the Energy Sparrow that kind of looks like that, but I wouldn't be, I suppose this is a Destiny Tron bike thing now that I look at it, but this one, it shades a little bit better than, the ship that I saw last week, but it doesn't seem like the energy changes color with shader. It just removes how much blue is actually showing. There's very few that actually get affected. I mean, some of it does change, but it's not as much as some people would want. Now, moving into the rest of it, we have a emote that I feel like a lot of people are going to want to pick up, the Wiggle Worm, which is just an infinite cycle of the the holographic worm, I think trying to be your worm, if I understand what's even happening, but it's infinite this, if you so wish to have it. And next, the Rover Shell, a seasonal, or thing new to this season, which is a ghost shell that kind of just looks like the moon landing rover, so, or the Mars rover. It depends on your pick. Now, the SK-1 multiband rover, one from Season of Arrivals, this one was kind of under the wartime invasion thing. It's a weird, not so standard looking sparrow, but you know how I look at sparrows. It's not always on time, so I never want it. Now, as well, we had Saints Invocation, now Saints Vocation from the immediately next season, which I don't think... If I think the comparison to this looks like Kabir's Glass Aegis all the way from, like, Season 1. Or no, Season 2, officially, the Curse of Osiris season. But it doesn't look half bad. It does shader pretty well if you so wish to look at some things. But, I mean, it's a pretty basic ship in general. I feel like the more return is... Or the thing for this is lore. But, I hit a few menus too far. But if you got a quick peek of that, the Abyss Walker boots are available for all three of your subclasses. So if you wish to find any of the Void Armor Set boots for any of your characters, now go visit Eververse. You can pick them up for silver, for free, technically. Now, one more new one, the Logic, which is new to Witch Queen, air quotes, and this season. This one was one of the ornaments that was recently fixed, so I imagine Bungie wanted to put this in here so people can see how it looks normally in the menu. So it's not upside down anymore. It's kind of a moon rock hive theme for Lament, which I like the idea, but at the same time, it's like the fourth ornament for Lament, and it showed up just last year. I have other guns that never got ornaments that I want them for. And lastly, up here, a Splinter projection, which is, a darkness splinter. And into the flare, wrapping it up quickly, we have Bloody Tooth, a dark blackish, gray, brownish look. Pretty good on guns as well as armor. And Titan Slate, something that looks a lot better on guns, especially if it's something that glows, because if you put this on something like a Fatebringer, it looks gnarly with a nice black and red glow. With continuing Byzantium Lotus, another kind of weird one. My Hunter, I gotta admit, for the Void look I'm giving it, I don't mind this look of my Hunter. It still keeps a Void glow with purple and some yellow flare. I actually don't hate that at all. And lastly, one that was already brought around, but is still new, Royal Treatment, which kind of gives you... It's hard to say what it is, but I guess it's like Keitel colors, sort of. And lastly, with transmats, we have the Hive Arrival, if you want to pop up in green and black smoke. the plesiohedral state if you want to look like you're made out of Tetris blocks, as well, lastly, the Jade coin effects if you want to pop out of Gambit coins so you can fulfill the Arc of Cringe. With that is everything available for Bright Dust right now, as well as some deals on Discount Silver. If you are so interested in them, visit them before reset on next Tuesday, because they will be likely gone forever, possibly returning sometime in the future. My name is Matt Scorpion. I will see you in the next video.
Stop being concerned, no chances keep on passing us by. We're looking up.